Sri K. Devanand Pai, the correspondent of present institutions, the Principal Dr. Satish Kumar Shetty, conveners of today's program, Professor Hemalata, Professor Gopal Krishna Raikar, members, faculty members and staff of Besant Women's College, and all the participants who have taken pain in spite of your big schedule. You are here in this webinar. I welcome you all and good morning to all the participants who have logged in for this webinar. For the last 2.5 months, we were at home and slowly we have started moving to the college. Some of them were very busy involving in the online classes, right? Initially, we all enjoyed because when we got a sudden break from the busy schedule, we enjoyed the holidays. But as days passed, we became very stressful, worrying about the future. Earlier, we thought only when we are busy, we feel stressed. And today we learn when we don't have work, we are more stressed, isn't it? So, most of them were frustrated. Many negative thoughts might have developed in our mind, which has created a fear within us, worrying about the future, what is going to happen, how many months this pandemic will last, and what about the financial worries, how to take care of our children, how to take care of our family, and all those issues. Some of them may have moved to depression, and some of them are panic about the COVID-19, worrying about their future, worrying about their families, worrying about the freedom. Nowadays, a lot of freedom have been restricted. So people are worried, people are stressed. So let's be confident, do not panic. We are blessed with a very, very, very powerful mind. And we should know one thing, that we can achieve everything that we want to achieve in our life if you know how to properly use the hidden power of your own mind. So we are blessed, but some of them are aware of how to use the mind. Some of them are unaware of it. They are making a small attempt how to come out of the stress. And why is it everyone doesn't get infected by COVID-19? Only a small fraction is getting affected. Reason is very simple. As we all know, it is the immunity system which is responsible, and immune system is the first line of defense in our body. So what we need to do, instead of simply worrying about the future, instead of worrying about the COVID-19 pandemic, and now we know there is a saying recently we have heard, live with corona. So instead of fearing about the diseases, what we need to do is we should boost the immunity system. We should make our immunity system strong. And what to do? There are simple food that we can take, simple drinks that we can take, like turmeric, ginger tea, lemon water, turmeric milk, honey and garlic, and many more. You can consult your family doctor or anyone who is expert in this matter. So having all this type of food will definitely boost our immune system. And once you are strong, you definitely don't have to worry. And we are actually relatively free now when compared to the full-fledged working days. I hope you all agree with that. And this is the time to finish off all the pending works. A lot of preparation is required. And nowadays we may have to partly depend on the online way of teaching. So we need to prepare the PowerPoint presentation, we need to have YouTube lectures, or we need to prepare the video lectures and many more. We have to upgrade our skills. Only conventional way of teaching methodologies may not help, and we don't know when is this going to be right. So we should be mentally prepared even for the digital mode of learning. And it is possible to a certain extent, even though 100% chalk and talk is the best method that we all believe in it, but still, depending on the situations or the circumstances, we may have to modify. And sometimes we can say it is we are all blessed in spite of our busy schedule. Now we are able to spend some time with family. And let us learn one thing: we should spend minimum time with the social media. And this is the time to empower ourselves and to plan our future. During this pandemic, we need to have a regular routine. First thing, always I used to tell wherever I go, interacting with my clients, patients, we need to wake up early. And if you look at the history of all the successful people, all those people wake up very early, and the right time to wake up is 4:30. There is a scientific reason behind that. That is the time where our listen to us. We need to learn how to interact with our subconscious mind. So do not get up late. Sometimes every day some of them are not coming to college, are not going to office daily. Sometimes you may come to the college a little late. So don't think that I will sleep for some more time because I want to relax. No, we should have a routine time of waking up. 4:30, or you can go up to 5, not later than that. Then you will find enough time to carry out your. We want, we will get enough time. So waking up early keeps you energetic throughout the day. You just compare yourself. One day you wake up at 4:30, another day you wake up at 7 o'clock, you wake up at 9 o'clock, another day you sleep till 12 o'clock. You see the difference. The day in which you wake up very early, that day you will be more energetic. Right? Problems will be there. We need to learn how to manage the problems. And one of our issues is waking up early. And prayers regularly, read more connected to the Creator, and increases our faith in the Creator. And learn to meditate for at least 15 minutes in a day, and learn to calm your mind. Meditation doing in the early morning will make your mind relaxed and you'll be positive. And the physical exercises, when you work out, all negativities from your mind and body will be eliminated, which makes you physically and emotionally strong. See, there should be something like mind and body synchronization. What is this mind-body synchronization? Sometimes when you want to do something, your mind is ready, but body is not cooperating. Sometimes body is ready, but mind is not cooperating. This is because there is no proper synchronization between our mind and body. So how we can synchronize our mind and body? Two things you need to take care. For the mind, it is the meditation, and for the body, it is the physical exercises. 15 minutes of meditation and about 30 to 45 minutes of physical exercises, if you do daily without even skipping a day, you will definitely find a change. And this is how we synchronize our mind and body. Set your goals. Most of the time we used to postpone setting our goals. Many of them might have a long-term pending task of creating our own goals for our future. And whenever we want to set our goals, we say it is time-consuming job, let me do it tomorrow, let me do it day after tomorrow. All this we keep on saying. First step that we all need to do is we should plan for our life. We should plan for about 80 to 100 years of life. We should have a clear plan. So you may ask whether we are going to survive for 80 to 100 years. We don't know. There is no guarantee. But that should not prevent us from planning. That should not prevent us from planning. If you are failing to plan, that means you are planning to fail. So do not fail to plan, this is the time where you can spend time for yourself. Right? So write your goals. Having goals only in the mind is not sufficient. You need to write your goals. Write your goals. When you write it, that is a commitment that you are making to yourself. All right? See, you may ask, what is the guarantee? What is the guarantee? You will wake up tomorrow morning, there is no guarantee. Right? When we go to the electronic shop, we ask, what is the refrigerator? What is the warranty and guarantee of this car or any other items that we intend to buy? Right? They will say 2 years or 3 years, depending on the manufacturing warranty that they give. But when a new child is born, will you ask the doctor what is the warranty and guarantee for this child? Who can give? Nobody can give. So that should not prevent us in planning for our future. The moment you write your goals, the moment you create a vision board. What is a vision board? Once we create our goals, then we should represent all our goals in pictorial form and paste it in our room. This is the vision board. Once we do that, you see how your life is going to change. And we have a lot of strengths. We have a lot of weakness. There are a lot of opportunities awaiting for us. At the same time, there are a lot of threats if you don't carry out all this. So make a SWOT analysis of yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are the opportunities? And what are the threats? Only you will be able to write this. You don't have to show it to others. This is for your self-development. So when are you going to do it? Don't postpone it. Don't say tomorrow, day after tomorrow. No. Today, immediately after the session, you can work on it and you will find a lot of strengths. If one is not working, there will be another. Always lead a happy and enjoyable life and choose a profession that out of passion, not out of compulsion. That is changing. And listen to some motivating speeches from YouTube. You can do this while using the treadmill or when you go for a walk. As I told you, at least 30 to 45 minutes of walk is also sufficient. When you go for walking, whenever you do some exercises, simultaneously you use the earphone or headphone and listen to the motivating speeches from YouTube. Lot of motivating speeches and inspiring speeches you will find in the YouTube. Listen to that. And read inspiring and motivating books to keep you energized always and to stay positive. Make it a rule, make a commitment to yourself. Every day I will read at least 20 pages of inspiring or motivational books. Commitment is for you, with you and your mind. So when you read that, what is going to happen is automatically the thoughts will be positive. And what is the food for our brain? It is positive thoughts. How can we generate these positive thoughts? Listen to positive speeches. Read inspiring or motivational books. This is how you generate positive thoughts, and that positive thoughts will keep you energized always. And now it is mandatory for all the faculty members to carry out research and to publish the papers. Use this pandemic situation to do all those things. Earlier you used to tell no time, lot of preparation, I have to go there, I have to come here. Now you are blessed sometimes. So every situation we should convert it into positive. Sometimes it is blessing in disguise for us to stay at home. So to complete all those pending works that was pending since many years, most of them might have done this. So focus on research and development. You should have a target. In how many days you will be publishing the papers, or how many months? Sometimes if the quality paper publication getting approval, it may take months together. So write today when you will do it. What is the target date? Without a target, things will not work. So for everything there should be a starting date. For everything there should be a ending date also. Our brain will automatically adjust according to the target. Who is fixing the target? You are fixing the target. So you write a date. By this day, by this date, my paper will be ready. You give a phase wise. First proof will be ready. Then I have to carry out this experiment or something else. You plan accordingly and you follow that routine. Your brain gets a signal when to do what and when to complete it. All those things, automatically it will happen. You don't have to worry. And minimize watching TV news. A lot of people are watching full day and they want to get updated about the COVID-19 pandemic. Most of the time it will be demotivating us. And minimize the time spent on TV serials. This is another way where all those negative thoughts enter our mind. My sincere request to you is to minimize watching the TV serials, minimize watching the TV news. None of the news are transparent. So we shall focus on what we can do, what we want to achieve, in what way you can help the generations, in what way you can help your students. Think about that. Talk to your students in online mode, encourage them. So for that, we should be staying positive first. When we are demotivated, we cannot encourage others. We are blessed with a powerful mind, as I told you. Using this mind, you can create a life that you want. In every negative situations, there is something positive. We should identify that and go ahead. This pandemic has put a break to overspending. Earlier, whenever we have some money, we used to spend it lavishly. And at least from now onwards, let us learn to save a part of our earnings so that we can take care of our family and ourselves and to help others. So most of the time, only taking care of ourselves, our family is not sufficient. We have a strong obligation to the society. We have a commitment to uplift others. So in order to help them, we should be financially independent. When I say you have to earn well, I don't say you have to spend 100% to yourself. Lot of social activities, lot of social organizations, you can involve yourself and help them so that you can also be as a satisfied person while helping others. You are also more motivated. And when I ask my colleagues, my friends, feeling stressed, they always say, yes, of course, this is more stressful now. When we are busy in our work, we feel less stressed. Now we feel more stressed. Definitely it happens. Initial days of the lockdown, where you are not allowed to move out. A lot of stress because the freedom has been curbed. Freedom is lost. You cannot go out. You cannot drive. You cannot move out with family. Even you cannot go for walking. All these things has happened already. We have passed all those stages and we are going to pass definitely. You don't have to worry about that. And because of this, some of them might be frustrated, angry, nervous. All those things developed in our mind, right? It is like the wear and tear of our life. So, if you see the types of stress, we have two types basically. Positive stress is also there, which people will not talk about that. Most of us feel whenever we speak about the stress, it is the negative stress that we are speaking. But at the same time, there are positive stress also. Okay? So this stress, negative stress, I am referring to now, it will affect the person in all dimensions. It could be either physical or emotional or intellectual or social and spiritual. So all this activity gets affected. All this activity gets affected. So I told you there are two types of stress, right? First one is positive stress, which is also called as eustress. And second is called as negative or distress. Okay? Now, what is this positive stress and what are the characteristics of it? Positive stress always motivates us and keeps us focused to do our work. And this is perceived within our coping abilities. That means we can come out of it. We have so much of power to overcome that stress. Even negative stress also we can overcome. But positive stress is shorter. It will not last long. And during this positive stress, we feel excited. We feel more energetic. We will use all our energy to do that. But we do it with certain happiness, which improves our performance. Say, for example, you want to distribute invitation for your daughters or sons or your marriage or your relatives, whoever it is. It is a stressful job, morning to evening you keep on moving from one house to another. Don't you enjoy that? You enjoy. There is a function at home. A lot of arrangements to be done. You do it. You are also stressed at time, but that stress is positive. Say, for example, you have a college day in your institution. Don't you have to work more? Yes, you work more. and you enjoy doing that, isn't it? Or during a NAC visit or a NBA visit. All those things are stressful, but you overcome that. And that stress is what I'm referring to as positive stress. But negative stress I'm talking about now, which causes anxiety, and it is perceived as outside of our coping abilities. Sometimes we may not be in a position to overcome that if we don't focus it, and if you don't control or order our mind. Sometimes we may go out of track. It can be for a short or long time also. If you do not control your mind, you see, for some, daily coming to college is also stressful. They keep on cursing. Oh, today I have to take class. I have to, that students are not good. My colleagues are not good. My principal is not good. You keep on cursing them. Ultimately, you are cursing yourself and you will never be happy. You are filled with the negativity. This is what the negative stress is, which will make you unpleasant always. And it will decrease your performance. And it can lead to mental issues. And if it is too much, then psychosomatic diseases you will get. What is the psychosomatic diseases? Problem originates in mind, but appears in your body. It is visible. Others will easily feel that you are disturbed. There is some problem in you, and it demotivates and drains our energy. For example, this COVID-19 pandemic, as I told you, when freedom is lost, you felt that negative stress. Illness, whenever you have severe illness, you get this negative stress. Whenever you have tremendous work pressure, you get this stress. And whenever there is an irritation from your higher ups, you get this. So all those things can be overcome. And before that, I will tell you how you feel that you are stressed. All right? Irritability. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕಿರಿಕಿರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕಿರಿಕಿರಿ. And hyper excitation or depression. Feeling helplessness, you feel that nobody is ready to help you, my life is miserable. All these thoughts start generating in your mind. Impulsive behavior, you were perfect, but a small incident made you to become arrogant. You start shouting suddenly. Emotional instability, when you get angry, when you get happy, everybody, they may not sense, because your behavior is so impulsive. People may find it difficult to judge you. Grinding teeth, and sometimes you have fear. What is the reason for that fear? You yourself don't know, but there is some fear within you. Tension and over alertness. Even while walking on the road, you see 1,000 times which side, that side, whether that bus is coming, this is coming. See, when you are normal, you will take care of yourself. But when you are stressed, over alertness, and what will happen? Loss of the joy of living. You don't enjoy your life. You start thinking negative about yourself, thinking negative about others, thinking negative about everyone in this world. And you may get fatigue, extreme tiredness, resulting in mental or physical illness, pounding heart, dryness of mouth and throat, frequent need to urinate. Okay, this is also a problem. Diarrhea, indigestion, stomach upset, vomiting, sweating, loss of appetite or excessive appetite, both are dangerous. Increased smoking, increased alcohol and drug addiction, insomnia. You don't get sleep at all. Whole night you'll be awake, thinking about your future. What is going to happen? Will I be able to lead a happy life? So all those are because of the stress. Inability to concentrate, nightmares, bad dreams you get. You will shout in the sleep state. Inability to complete the assigned task due to poor motivation. See, first of all, we should be self-motivated, right? Only then we will be able to do better. Teaching profession is a noble profession, we all know. We are responsible for shaping our child's career. That means we should be staying positive. Only then we will be able to motivate others. Only then we will be able to encourage others. And reduce the self-esteem. Reduce the self-esteem. You don't love yourself. See, when you don't like yourself, when you don't love yourself, what will happen? There will be a reduced self-esteem. There will be a reduced self-image. Now, how to overcome all this stress? Very simple. Wake up early. Do the meditation. Regular physical exercise. I told you, when you do meditation and regular physical exercise, what is going to happen? There will be a mind and body synchronization. Don't think that exercise is only for body. No. When you do the exercise, lot of negative emotions get vanished. So don't think that meditation is only for mind. No. Don't think that physical exercise is only for the body. No, there will be a connection. We need to do both. Then only the better synchronization happens between the mind and body. Go to bed early, wake up early. Very simple formula. Read inspiring and motivating books. Why? In order to develop positive thoughts. Okay? In order to get positive thoughts, we need to do this. Be optimistic. Think that your future is very bright. Then law of attraction will work to you. What is this law of attraction? When we think about our future in a positive way or in a negative way, you get same type of thoughts. And remember, thoughts are highly magnetic in nature. What type of thoughts you create in your mind, same type of situations you are attracting. The entire universe will conspire towards you. It all depends on your thought. So have positive thoughts and nurture it. Believe in yourself. Again I am repeating, you are blessed with the powerful brain and the powerful mind. We can create the life that we want to achieve in our life. Be proactive and avoid procrastination. In your table, study table, or in your room at home, you take a chart paper and you write, do it now. So automatically your eyes goes there and your brain gets a message, do it now, and you will do it. This will help you to overcome the procrastination. Drink more water and eat healthy food. So all these things, if you practice regularly, automatically you will be able to overcome the very simple methods. I have gone into the technical and the deeper psychological terms here. Very simple tips, if you follow, you will be always energized. Now let me do. What is mind? Have you seen your mind? No. Have you seen your brain? Yes. Have you seen electrons? No. That means whether electronic exists? Yes. We speak about charge of electron, right? We speak about the mass of electron, but nobody has seen it. But we all believe electronics existing. In fact, now we are communicating electronically. So electronic exists without seeing the electrons. In the same way, you have not seen electricity. For those who say electricity, I have seen the chip of electricity. Is electricity? Have you seen? No. So in the same way, there is something called as mind. It is like a source of energy in our body, electricity. Sometimes you are extremely happy. Sometimes you are extremely sad. Sometimes you are motivated. Sometimes you are demotivated. Sometimes you are energetic. Sometimes you are tired. All these things are the states of mind, because the mind is controlling you. We should learn in the opposite way. Who is the owner of your mind? You are of your mind. So who should control your mind? You should control. How to control? There are different ways. Anyway, in our mind mapping program, which goes for a week-long duration, we will tell. But in this 1 hour, I'll be able to tell you certain tips with which you can control your own mind. All right? And brain and mind are different. It is just like the brain is a hardware and mind is a software. Very simple difference. I don't want to go very detailed at this moment. Just remember, brain is a hardware and mind is a software. Coming to the types of mind, see, you can see in the slide the picture of the head, and inside that I have shown the iceberg, and there is a sea. What you can see outside the water is only 10%. The top one you see, which is white in color, and inside, which is 90%, is inside the water. So I just wanted to compare this iceberg, which is above water and below water, with that of a human mind. Conscious mind and subconscious mind. These are the two types of mind. So what is this conscious mind? Conscious mind has only 10%. We call it as Sakriya Manasu. This works only when we are awake. When we sleep, conscious mind also will sleep. But subconscious is not like that. It is 90% of the powers. Subconscious has 90% of the powers, works 24 hours a day. It doesn't require any sleep. Right? Now, comparatively, let me tell you the difference between the conscious mind and the subconscious. Conscious mind is the human power, subconscious is the divine power. As I already told you, conscious mind has only 10% of the powers, remaining 90% is in the subconscious. Conscious mind works when we are awake, subconscious works 24 hours. Conscious mind is like a boss, subconscious is like a servant. See, whatever the boss says, the servant has to follow, the servant has to obey, isn't it? Servant cannot say no. Conscious mind is more involved in the execution, subconscious is more involved in the planning. Conscious mind is like analytical, where converging of facts, data, experience in search of the best answer, all those things happen in the conscious mind. But subconscious mind is more creative. It is like it diverges, which makes us to think out of the box. So that is the subconscious activity. And conscious mind can be trained, subconscious can only be reprogrammed. In order to be a master in the reprogramming, you should learn hypnosis, which is the powerful tool existing in this world, I can say, to program our own subconscious mind. Conscious mind thinks before action. Subconscious mind cannot think. It only follows the orders given by the conscious mind. Conscious mind has to order. Subconscious has to get the things done. The conscious subconscious functions. Okay? And conscious has very limited powers, subconscious has unlimited powers. And the subconscious is like a storehouse of memory. From the day you were born, you can just, who are your teachers, who are your friends, at least few names you will remember. If you do deep meditation by getting up at 4 o'clock or 4:30, you'll be able to recollect all those informations. Every second what is happening in our life. All those informations will go to the subconscious and it gets stored there. It has infinite capacity. Its memory will never get filled up. If you take the computer memory, 1 TB, 2 TB, we say more than that it cannot store. But our subconscious is like a storehouse of memories. Any amount of information you add to your subconscious, it will never get filled up. And the subconscious governs the autonomic nervous system of your body. I'll give you a very simple example. What is this autonomic nervous system? Imagine you are traveling you are walking in the dark in the forest region or some other region, wherever it is. You saw a dog. Normally when you see a dog, you don't get frightened. What you have to be very careful about seeing the dog. When dog chases you, you should not run. You have to stay there and stare at the dog. Dog will run away. Just try this next time. A lot of two-wheeler and bicyclists, they skid because the dog chases, they also go fast. It should be reversed. You stop there and look at the dog. Okay, dog will go. So this is not much significant. What I am telling you now is more important. You replace that dog with the tiger. When you are walking, suddenly you saw the tiger. What will you do? Will you stop there and stare at the tiger as you did for the dog? Will you do it? Nobody will do it. You will run. And when you run, if someone checks the stop clock, definitely you will be able to beat Usain Bolt's speed. So fast, which you never dreamt of. Who is controlling it? It is your subconscious, who is responsible for releasing the emergency hormones. Ladies with the saris can even climb more than 10 feet wall and jump, which they never dreamt. Who is controlling this? Your own subconscious is controlling this. It has infinite power. If you can compare your body with that ship, your body compare the ship. Who gives orders in this? It is the captain. So captain is like a conscious mind of your body. And all those people in the ship who follow the orders of the conscious, we can compare them as, we can call them as crew members. Your subconscious is like the crew members. So whatever the captain orders, the crew members are supposed to follow. Even if the captain gives wrong orders, the crew members are supposed to follow. So in the same way, whatever orders given by the conscious mind, whether it is right orders or wrong orders, the subconscious will listen to it and it will obey. One thing you have to remember, this is the secret of the subconscious mind. Whatever you say, your subconscious says yes. Because subconscious knows only to say
ಮತ್ತೆ
yes.
ಖಾದರ್ ಸರ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ
Only to say
ಇಲ್ಲ
yes.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು
What the experts say about the human mind. James Allen is the author of a book, As a Man Thinketh, very beautiful book. He says, a man is literally what he thinks. His character being the complete sum of all his thoughts. All that a man achieves and all that he fails to achieve is the direct result of his own thoughts. Good thoughts and actions produce good results. Don't worry about these statements. I will tell you one simple story. I used to tell this always in my sessions. There was an illiterate sandwich seller. Illiterate. He was illiterate, but he was good in preparing the sandwiches. He started preparing the sandwiches at home and he used to sell from home. So it was very tasty and he had a good business. Then he slowly expanded his business. He didn't want to do it at his home, so he made a small shop. Next was bigger shop. Business flourished. He became very rich. He wanted to give the best education to his son. He was intelligent. So after his graduation, he said, I want to go to US for my Master of Business Administration. So, of course, he studied. He had to clear a lot of exams and all, you know that. But this sandwich seller decided, no, he has to go abroad, study for 2 years and come back and expand my business to the international level. That was the dream of the illiterate sandwich seller, who is the father of this intelligent boy. So this boy went to US. After 2 years of the MBA program, he came back to India and he went to his father's sandwich shop. By the time it was already established. And he was chatting with his father. And as he was chatting, he said, Dad, are you aware of the global recession that is happening? He said, no, my son, you know, I don't read newspapers, I don't know. And I don't have time to listen to the, news. I'm just focused on my business. That's all I know. Can you explain more about that global recession? Who is saying? Illiterate sandwich seller is saying this to his son, who is a MBA. Okay. Then he started explaining many things. All calculations, inflation, GDP, all those things he started saying. But his father did not understand all this because he was totally illiterate. Finally, his son said, our country is in a very bad position. We should be mentally prepared to face the bad days ahead. That his father understood. So his father had no other option except to believe. So his father believed, oh yes, we should be mentally prepared to face the bad days ahead. So from that day onwards, what happened? They started preparing for bad days. Same type of negative thoughts crop up in their mind. I told you, thoughts have magnetic properties. When you think negative situations or negative things, the same situation you are attracting. So from that day onwards, they started preparing for the worst days. So what happened? Their body language changed. They became less enthusiastic to prepare the sandwiches. And very few people visited their sandwich shop and the business collapsed. Who is responsible? They themselves. They started preparing for the worst days, they got it. Same way, most of us will be worried because of this COVID-19 pandemic, thinking about our future. And all negative thoughts will come up in our book. Keep a break. Start thinking positive. Start speaking positive. You are able to attract the life that you want. But you should have patience. Today you think, tomorrow you will not get. You will get for sure. So do not lose confidence with your own mind. Your mind is there to help you always. Dr. Joseph Murphy, author of a bestseller, the book which has transformed me, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. This book has transformed me. Initially, I was also filled with negativities. I had a lot of health issues, wealth issues, so many issues that I had. In a year, I used to get admitted in the hospital for more than 4 times, directly taken to the ICU. I had blood pressure at the age of 24, cholesterol at the age of 25. So many medicines I used to take. But after a few years, I got an opportunity to read this book. There is a long story which I don't want to tell all those things. This book has changed me completely. This book has given directions for me to start thinking in the right way, and that has changed me. He says you can bring into your life more power, more wealth, more health, more happiness. How? By learning to contact and release the hidden power of your own subconscious mind. So where is the power hidden? Power is hidden within you. Where within you? In your subconscious mind. Albert Einstein has said long back, the value of a college education is not the learning of many facts, but the training of the mind to think. So this is ultimately not happening. Other than the psychology students, nobody is learning about the human mind. Actually, this is more important when compared to all others. All others we can Google and get it also. But who will teach us the concept of mind? Who will teach our students how to set goals? Who will teach our students how to be positive? That we need to make an attempt. As a responsible faculty members, it is our responsibility to fulfill the statement given by Albert Einstein long back. Dr. O.W. Holmes says, the mind once expanded to the dimensions of larger ideas never returns to its original size. You take an elastic, you stretch, it comes out. And the moment you leave it, it goes back. Our mind is not like that. Our mind is like a clay. Ave Manu. You take that clay, stretch it, it stretches. Will it go back? It will not go back. Likewise is our mind. And when will our mind expand? When we have bigger goals. When we have bigger goals, our mind expands. And remember, once mind expands, it will never go back to its original size. All those things will work for you if you have complete faith in your own subconscious mind. If you say that, no, subconscious has no powers, it will not work, things will not change. Everything depends on the belief system. The placebo effect will work, otherwise, nocebo effect will work. All right? Our mind is like a garden. So what we do in a garden? We plant seeds so that we get the results. If you plant a mango seed, you get mangoes. Correct? If you don't plant anything, what do you get? You will get a hemlock, it's a poison, or it could be a bad garden. So mind is like a garden. So what to do with our mind? We have to plant positive thoughts and nurture it. What is this nurturing? Think of that positive thoughts again and again. Create your goal chart, write a vision board, create a vision, place it in your office, place it in your kitchen, place it in your bedroom, place it even in your washrooms. So everywhere you go, you are seeing the same goals. So you are getting the same type of thoughts. This is making you a positive thinker. So we need to start from today. Okay? Mind is like a garden. Let us plant positive thoughts and nurture it. Now I am coming to a very powerful tool. You get instant results. If there is time at the end, I would like to do an activity also, depending on the time availability. Alright? Now I am talking to you about the auto-suggestion. What is this auto-suggestion? Every statement told by us is auto-suggestion to our own mind. And as I told you earlier, our mind knows only to say yes. Whatever you use, whether you use positive statements or negative statements, our mind knows only to say yes. When I say mind, I am talking about the subconscious now. In our daily life, we use two types of statements, right? Obvious, one is negative statement and the one is positive statement. I will give you some example of these negative statements first. Don't you say, I am sick. I used to say this earlier. I am sick. I used to call my friends and everybody, I am sick, I am not well. What our mind will say when you say, I am sick? Mind will say, yes. So what is going to happen? It will make you more sick. When you say tired, don't you say, I am tired? Don't you come out of the 2-hour continuous class and discuss with your colleagues, 2-hour continuous class, I am tired? What our subconscious will say, yes, and make you more tired. And don't you say, I am sad? Yes, we say. And what our mind? Yes, we become more sad. Correct? There are some people who take one step ahead. When they are sad, they listen to the old sad songs and get drowned in darkness and fall asleep. First of all, we are sad. Then why do you want to say that I am sad and listen to the old sad songs? It will worsen the situation. Some people will say, I am not good in communication. I am not good looking. I am not rich. Nobody appreciates me. People take advantage of me. I am struggling for a living. I cannot afford it. Whenever we see some beautiful items, we say, oh, this is very expensive. I cannot afford it. Subconscious says, yes, you cannot afford it. Subconscious knows only to say yes, my dear friends. If you can understand that, you will change immediately. Sometimes we say, I cannot do this. I am not good in my profession. I am not good in teaching. My job is very much stressful. I have to prepare a lot. The problems are very difficult to solve. Every statement that we speak, it is auto-suggestion to our mind, because whatever statement we use, our subconscious knows only to say yes. Only to say yes. So we should learn to discard these words and use only limitless words, which I am explaining now. Limitless words are positive words or positive statements. These are the words which are exactly opposite to the ones that I listed earlier. Earlier it was, I am tired. What is it here? I am energetic. Earlier it was, I am sick. Now we have to say, I am healthy. Earlier it was, I am sad. Now we have to say, I am happy. I am confident. I am the best. I am unique. I am enthusiastic. I am healthy. I am highly respected by others. I love my family. I am well liked by others. I encourage and motivate others. I do whatever I want to do. I appreciate and enjoy life. I love my job. I love my surroundings. I enjoy my profession. I am performing well. So when you say all those things, what our subconscious will say, yes, yes, yes. You ask your students, which subject you find difficult? They will keep on saying mathematics is difficult, taxation is difficult, and all this they will say. Then you ask them, how many times you have told this to yourself? Mathematics is difficult, accountancy is difficult. Every time they said, what is going to happen? Their subconscious will keep on saying, yes, yes, yes. Then without experiencing difficult, what is going to happen? So sometimes they will say, they will be a little bit over smart. They will say, this subject is not difficult. Mathematics is not difficult. I am not sad. These type of statements also you should not use. If there is a time, I would have done another activity also. Let us see all those things at the end if the time permits. Yes, let me know the time getting over. Okay? So, we need to be positive and use only which words? Positive statements or limitless words. From this moment, whenever you are about to say, I am, immediately stop and you have to say, I am energetic. I am energetic. I am energetic. Use all those positive statements. See, when the children say, this subject is very difficult, I don't understand, don't teach them. Don't teach them. You are wasting your time and their time. First you change their mindset. You tell them whichever subject they are finding difficult. If mathematics is finding difficult, you tell them to repeat, mathematics is easy. I enjoy studying mathematics. Mathematics is my favorite subject. I enjoy learning mathematics. All positive about that. You give 25 times assignment to write the not formulas. Formulas, it is of no use. First thing is to change their mindset. Then everything will be all right. So without changing our mindset, whatever we do is of no use. And coming to the very important aspect, we should know how to safeguard our positivity. We should know how to safeguard our positivity. I am displaying now a board which is displayed in a hospital, and it is mentioned as a treatment for poison. It is mentioned that scorpion bite is cured in 4 hours, snake bite is cured in 12 hours, dog bite is cured in 4 days. What about human bite? Human bite is still critical. So what is this human bite? Can a man bite another man? Can a woman bite another woman? Yes. When I say human bite, it is not the physical bite that you do with your teeth. No. Human bite in terms of psychological aspect is totally different. This is by using negative language. Don't we say this to our children? You are useless fellow, fit for nothing. You will never improve. You will never be able to do anything in your life. Not only that, somebody else might have told to us. Our teachers might have told this to us. So we are transferring this to our children. Because all those, whatever our teachers have told us, it is there.
ಸರ್ ಇದು ಡಿಸ್ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಡಿಸ್ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು.
ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ?
Second one here, join it and close it slowly. And just observe the tip of the fingers. Just check if both are of the same height. Okay? Just check if both are of the same height. Okay. And majority will be unequal. Minority will be there. Some of them it will be equal. For some, right will be taller than the left. For some, left will be taller than the right. And for some cases, it will be equal. So what is that in your case? Can you just write? You have to just write equal or unequal. That's all. Just write in the chat box, equal or unequal. That's all. Okay, do it and write equal or unequal. I'm waiting for your reply. Equal or unequal. See, what I told is you have to join this mark with this left hand with the right hand and close it like this. Okay? And you have to check the tip of your fingers whether it is of same height or unequal height. You just note. Okay, equal, 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 unequal. Okay, okay, all right, all right, all right. Majority are unequal. No issues. Don't think that if it is equal, you have some mental issues. Definitely not. Every individual is different. Don't worry. Okay. Now what I want is, in those cases which are unequal, I repeat, listen to this carefully. In those cases which are unequal, hold that shorter one in front of you. Hold the shorter one in front of you. And in those cases which are equal, hold any one hand in your eye level. Okay? Hold it in your eyes level. And now you have to repeat whatever I say. Okay? I'll be using the word grow. G-R-O-W. Grow. You have to repeat it. That's all. Okay, start. Grow. 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 Okay, now you keep it back. Keep it back and check. Tell me whether you find any change now. Whether there is any change. Now is there any change? Whether it has become equal now? Earlier it was unequal. Now it became equal, right? In how many cases it has changed? Right, changed. Earlier it was equal. Now it has become unequal. Just write changed or not changed, whatever it is. Okay, did it change? Changed? I want the answer, changed or not changed? Huh? Not getting.
ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಸರಿ
See, the shorter one you are holding it like
ಅಲ್ಲ
this.
ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ
And I said grow, 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 grow. You repeated it. And after repeating it many times, I told you to again do it in the same way. And now I am asking whether there is any change. Yes, I can see the answer. Change, change, change. Yes,
ಹೌದು
right.
ಅವ್ರು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್
Now
ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ
again we
ಕ್ವಶನ್
shall
ಆನ್ಸರ್
change.
ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡಲ್ಲ.
Hold the same hand again. Hold the same hand again and let us give the command to become short. Okay. Now I am saying grow short. You also repeat the same thing. Grow short. 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 Okay. Hold it in the same way. In my case, it has come down now. What about you? Check it now. Did it become short? If it is become short, write short in the chat box. Write short. Okay, it has become short.
ಕ್ವಶನ್ಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇವು.
Okay, changed again. Okay, okay. All right, all right, all right. Now I am asking you a question. Did it actually grow initially? No. Did it grow short now? No. Then what is that you have seen? What did you say? You said grow. Your subconscious said yes, and it is showing the same things to you. Next you said grow short. Your subconscious said yes, and again it is showing you the same thing through your eyes. See, what is going to happen is, whatever you say, your mind is saying yes. If you say that particular student is bad, 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 however he does, you will be seeing that bad things only. If you blame a person, if you say he's always like that, he is unfit, he is not good, however good he does, you cannot see that because you are programmed accordingly. If a student say mathematics is difficult, 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 you make them to say exactly opposite. What? Don't make them to say mathematics is not difficult. You have to say mathematics is easy, easy, easy. Make him to write this or say this for about 50 times. Afterwards you teach. When he says mathematics is easy, 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 what you should remember is content of the subject will not change. What changes is his mindset towards subject, and that is making him a change. All right, from today onwards, we will be using only positive statements, and we will be seeing only the better part, best part of our life. Believe that the best part is yet to come. Keep the same thoughts in you so that you can attract the same situations. Don't bother about the COVID-19 pandemic. You do your best. Focus on what you want to do. If you have any plans to write books, you start writing. Use this time in a productive way, and Almighty will definitely bless us. You have heard about the saying, Vidyadanam Sarvadanam Pradhanam, right? I would like to mention previous 3 lines which will add more meaningful to this last statement. It says, Na Choraharyam, Na Cha Rajaharyam, Na Bhadrabhajyam, Na Cha Barahari, Vayam Krite Vardet Evam Nityam, Vidyadanam Sarvadanam Pradhanam. What does it mean? Na Choraharyam, no thief can steal. Na Cha Rajaharyam, no king can attach. Na Cha Bhadrabhajyam, it will be distributed among your cities. Not high, it is not heavy to carry. The more you use it, more it flourishes always. And finally, Vidyadanam Sarvadanam Pradhanam, the wealth of knowledge is supreme among all types of wealth. We are really blessed to be in this teaching profession. And we are the ones who are responsible for imparting education and the knowledge to the students and the generation. So let us be proud of our teaching profession. Whenever I meet someone, I met someone other day, I asked him, what are you doing? He thought of lecturing. He said, I am a teacher. I said, why you are underestimating yourself? Teaching profession is a noble profession. Don't say that only the corporate giants are the leader. No, you can make or break a child. As long as we don't love our profession, we are misfit to be in this profession. So love our profession, do it out of passion. Don't go behind the scope. You will definitely be doing your best. So I would like to conclude this For more details about us, you can always log on to www.sadhanamindcare.com. And before I conclude, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the management of Belcent institutions, the principal, the coordinators, the head of the departments of secretarial practice and the computer science, and their faculty members, and to all of you for being here with me today for this short webinar. And I wish you all the best. May Almighty bless us all. Thank you very much.